This is Aaron Sanders, and you're watching MediaPlex Live at 1. On Easter Sunday, a tragedy in Pakistan. According to government officials, Christian families were celebrating in Lahore Park in Pakistan when a bomb went off, killing 65 people and injuring hundreds more. This on the heels of the airport bombing in Brussels on March 22nd, making this the second bombing in 2 weeks. City Council began a study to attempt boosting downtown residencies and business operations. Sean Frame reports.
On March 21st, Ward 3 Councillor Reno Bordelin was voted chair of the Downtown Windsor Planning Study. This study is being conducted to boost residency and business operations.
Potential is huge. I mean, I can't say it enough. I mean, I live just outside of downtown. I had a business just outside of downtown. If you live in this area, the choice and the possibility of living a great urban lifestyle is right here.
Planning and Development Services is working on this study that will recommend a framework to help grow and develop the downtown core for over the next 20 years. This study will go block by block, acknowledging living conditions which Bordelin admits are in a sorry state.
Because there are neighborhoods, 2-minute walk from here where 30% of the homes on the street are empty or vacant, or they're empty vacant lots. How can we fix that? How do we fill those missing teeth, so to speak? So there are issues that are unique to that neighborhood that have no bearing on where we're standing, but at the same time, those issues matter in getting people downtown back into the core, back to buying those homes, filling those homes, renovating those homes.
Bordelin says downtown incentives already make it relatively cheap to develop downtown, but he hopes other incentives will attract developers and residents. The study is underway, but if you want to have your opinion on downtown's future, you can fill out a survey at this website.
44 cows are dead after a massive blaze broke out in a Guelph area dairy barn on Saturday night. The fire lasted more than 12 hours, burning all but one of the milking cattle alive. More than 50 firefighters fought the Maryhill barn fire and were forced to truck in water. The estimated damage is around $500,000. The cause is still unknown. A busy night ahead at City Hall. Dan Gray joins us in studio with a preview. Dan.
Thanks, Aaron. After decades of reports, the site plan for the new City Hall is set to be approved tomorrow night. With a preliminary price tag of more than $43 million, the city hopes to have shovels in the ground by sometime in May. Another item on the agenda is a proposal to move the downtown Windsor Farmers Market. It was slated to run a fourth year at Charles Clark Square. Ward 3 Councillor Reno Bordelin motion will go to a vote tomorrow night. If approved, the market will move to Plessier Street. Steve Bouchard is a local farmer and sells his goods at the market. He thinks the relocation won't affect his business based on other markets he has visited.
Now, this move will be a little bit further, but I have visited other markets, for example, Brampton, where they block off a street, and they're quite nice. The atmosphere was really nice, so I'm hoping it doesn't affect us.
The market is called Charles Clark Square home for the past 3 years. This season will start May 28th at whichever location City Council approves. Back to you, Aaron.
Thank you, Dan. Turning to weather. Today is a mix of sun and clouds with a high of 9 degrees. Overnight, it will be mainly clear at 0. Tomorrow will be mainly sunny at 7 degrees. The Windsor-Detroit Tunnel is getting a fix-up. This could affect your cross over the border. Kenneth Bullock explains.
The roof is coming down at the Detroit-Windsor Tunnel. The Detroit-Windsor Tunnel organization announced renovations to its tunnel ceiling and more. Construction is set to start in May and is expected to end in December. During that time, the tunnel will be closed from 9 p.m. to 5:30 a.m. Sundays to Thursdays. Trevor Pierce, vice president of the tunnel organization, said there will be constant updates regarding the tunnel's availability.
We have a number of community outreach programs. We put those into high gear last week, which is when you saw some media releases going out.
However, workers in Windsor's entertainment industry are concerned. Dan McDonald, the host of many events in both Windsor and Detroit, said these late-night closures may affect his commute to work as well as the public's access to cross-border events.
The events it's usually concerts or ticket drops. They end after 11 p.m. So that will absolutely affect me going across. It'll probably be a bit of a headache. It's going to create some congestion on the bridge.
For MediaPlex News, I'm Kenneth Bullock.
It's a pleasure being behind this desk, and we thank all of you for watching. Until next time for MediaPlex Live at 1, this be Aaron Sanders saying so long from the Rose City.